Welcome to Stingrays TV. Joseph Zakshesky with you, joined by Stingrays President Rob Concannon. And Rob, today the Stingrays announcing some big news that former forwards Matt Scherer and Pierre-Luc announcing their retirement from the game of professional hockey as a member of the South Carolina Stingrays. So happy to see them go as a Stingray, but sad to see them go overall.
It is, but we all come to that point in our lives where we have to analyze everything, and sometimes there's different reasons why it's time to take that next step in life. And I've talked to both of them, and they seem very, very excited and happy to move forward and take that next step in life. And I think they've both given us 5 great years of hockey on the ice and off the ice. They've been tremendous leaders, and can't thank them enough for everything they've done in the community and to kind of, represent the Stingrays the way that we expect our players to represent the team. So they will be missed, but like many of the guys before us, they will be a part of this community, and we will see them at alumni games, and we will see them at Stingray games, and we wish them nothing but the best of luck.
You went through this exact same process back when you were a pro hockey player and now made your way into the business world. Had a chance to talk with Pierre-Luc yesterday, and he's making that exact same transition. I'm sure those guys are going to be maybe leaning on you a little bit just as far as how it's all going to work out, especially when the hockey season rolls around.
And you compare it to when I retired, Joey, it was a little different. They have something to fall back on. And I spoke to Pierre, and I think it would be a different situation if he didn't have an opportunity or something to take the next step and do. So we had a great talk. Pierre's a very smart kid. He's got his master's in business. He's always wanted to get into business after hockey. When you get to that age 30, you're kind of at a crossroad. Our league is a younger players league. Both guys weren't going to go up to the AHL. They were playing because they loved the sport of hockey. They were playing in Charleston because they loved the fans in the community. And there comes that time in people's lives where you kind of have to step back and analyze it, and the body doesn't move in the same direction. You may want to have kids. You may want to just ready for a new challenge in life, and they're both ready for it. And I'm here to help them in anything they need to do, just like I am with any other, former player who's a part of this family.
Those two have moved into the community on a more permanent basis now. They both want to find jobs here. Matt Scherer has a home over in West Ashley, so it kind of follows the trend of just falling in love with the Charleston community and being a part of this community, and those two are great examples.
Went to lunch with Matt last week, and I don't know too many people who can say something bad about Matt Scherer as a person and as a hockey player. Had a great lunch with him, and just like you said, Joe, he has a home in West Ashley. He made it perfectly clear to me that when he went to college, he didn't think he was going to play college hockey, and when he went and played pro, he didn't think that he was going to make it playing pros, and he played 5 years. He was a captain for a few years, and he's probably one of the nicest individuals you'll ever want to meet. He'd do anything for the Stingrays organization. He's a true leader on and off the ice, and we are going to miss Matt's presence in the locker room. He gave 110% on the ice, and it's again with him, I'm looking forward to helping him any way possible. I'm looking forward to seeing him at our games, and I'm sure, like many of the former players who have played here and now made Charleston home, we've seen each other in different areas.
Well, you mentioned a few comments back about the league itself is going through a transition right now, and the Stingrays also are going through a transition. We had a new affiliation announced earlier this summer, have some new faces coming to the team already, and a lot of fans have been noticing that some of our older players that they're used to seeing, in addition to Pierre-Luc and Matt Scherer, are signing with other teams, maybe exploring options overseas. So it's going to be a little bit of a different year for the Stingrays, but in your conversations with head coach Spencer Carberry, what's kind of the focus moving forward?
Spencer and I are real excited about this upcoming season with the new affiliate with the Bruins and the opportunity of, new players coming in here to teach them and then play for the South Carolina Stingrays. Every year, Joey, it's different, and I think this year it just seems magnified because we do have guys who have been at the core of our team retiring, and then we have other players who are going over to Europe, and then we have other players who are going to other teams in our league, and I think they're all different situations and scenarios, and when you go to Europe, you have the opportunity to play a different style of hockey. It's not as physical as the ECHL. You can make a couple more dollars. The season is less strenuous, and you have an opportunity to maybe see Europe that you wouldn't normally be able to see if you didn't play hockey. So every year you have a guy who's played in our team who's going to be playing on a different team. That's just a part of the game of hockey, and that's happening again this year. So it's I know it's cliche, but it's a part of our league. It really, really is, and it's a different situation for everybody involved. And I don't think anyone left the organization negatively. They want to explore other options and other teams, whether it's in our league, whether it's in Europe, or whether it's just putting the game of hockey down itself. So I think we're going to be in great shape. Spencer's working extremely hard. We're going to have some new faces in here, and there's nothing wrong with having new faces and new bodies, and I think we're going to be just fine, Joey.